SavvyJourney.com, where I help you find ways to travel in the savviest way possible. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Disney World. Disney is a huge part of my life right now. If you visit my website, SavvyJourney.com, you'll see that the majority of the posts that I write about on my blog are about Disney World. My husband and I have timeshare at Disney, the Disney Vacation Club, and so we are at Disney 2 to 3 times a year. We currently love it. It's what gets us through the day-to-day is knowing that we are going to Disney soon. My next trip is actually in less than, well, not less than a month. It's a little bit over a month away. It's at the end of September. We're going to be back at Disney, and we're going to be staying at the Polynesian Resort, which I'm super, super excited about. So I have quite a few Disney trips under my belt. I think I've been to Disney now 8 times in the last like 2 years, which is huge. So I have quite a bit of experience built up and have learned a lot of lessons the hard way about Disney. So today we're going to be talking about what I take into the parks, okay, which is a delicate process because you don't want to have so much to the point where you are carrying too much and your back is hurting by the end of the day because you're carrying so much with you, but you also don't want to get stuck and not have necessary items with you in the park either. So today we're going to be talking about what I carry in my park bag, what kinds of bags I use, and what are the essentials. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about park bags. What kind of bag should you take into the park? I usually choose one of 2 options depending on the time of year. If it's a warmer month, which is pretty much most of the year at Disney World, then I am going to go with a cinch sack option because I want the lightest bag possible. So my 2 favorite cinch sacks are, I have one from Etsy that I actually purchased when my mom and my sister and my sister-in-law and I were all going on a girls trip, which was last September, to Disney World, and I got cinch sacks with everyone's favorite princess on it. So these came from Etsy. It has a screen print silhouette of our favorite princess, and then it has our name on it. I got Sleeping Beauty, my sister got Belle, my mom got Cinderella, and my sister-in-law got Little Mermaid. And so it's pretty basic cinch sack. The strap isn't quite as long, but it does the job. The fabric, it's just one layer of fabric. It's not necessarily waterproof, pretty thin, just one big bag, big opening. So it's pretty basic, but super cute, and then we all matched, and we all had our favorite princess. But I will link down below the shop where I bought these cinch sacks from, but it was very inexpensive, and then it was, you know, unique to each individual person. Okay, so my second cinch sack option, that is a hard thing to say, cinch sack option, I can't do it, cinch sack option, okay. My second favorite cinch sack is one from ThirtyOne. ThirtyOne is not sponsoring this video in any way. I'm not getting paid for recommending this, but this is currently my favorite cinch sack. So this one came from ThirtyOne. Mine is embroidered with my name and this pretty crown. And I really like the ThirtyOne brand ones. The straps are long and sturdy. It has this where the knot is on the inside, and then it has this part right here, so it like protects it from getting undone. And then it is double lined, and this part is waterproof, as waterproof as a cinch sack can be. And then it also has a front zipper. So it's very versatile for a cinch sack, which is kind of a big deal. See, I can't say cinch sack. Cinch sacks are usually pretty basic bags, but I think this is a very versatile version of a cinch sack. So I will link to ThirtyOne down below. I'm not getting paid for that, okay? The Etsy one is an affiliate link, just so you know. I will get a small commission if you purchase through the Etsy link, but ThirtyOne not sponsoring me. Okay, so if it is the cooler part of the year, which is maybe 3 to 4 months of the year in Orlando, the warmer months of the year are usually March to mid-November, and then the colder months of the year are December, January, and February. But even saying that, it can be warm even in the cooler months. When we were there at Christmas a couple of years ago, it was December, the week before Christmas, and it would be like 60 degrees, 50s and 60s in the morning and feel cool, but then like high 80s in the afternoon, and we were swimming in the pool. So you never know. But I've also seen it get really cold in Orlando. So you always have to check the weather report. So my bag of choice for those cooler months is just a regular book bag. I prefer Jansport. I've had a Jansport book bag since I was in middle school, and I won't say I've had the same one, but I have not had to purchase another Jansport book bag since 7th grade when I bought my first one. I say when I bought my first one, but my parents bought my first one because it has a lifetime warranty. Literally, when the bag starts breaking up, all you have to do is go to their website. There's like a form you have to fill out. You send the form in with the bag, and then they send you a new one. So it's a lifetime warranty, super easy. Jansport book bags don't cost very much, so why not buy a Jansport book bag? This is just a basic one. I think the first one I got in middle school was blue, and then when I was in college I got my second one after the first one had worn out, and that one was green. And then just a couple of years ago I had to get another Jansport book bag, and once again, like I said, free. And I got to pick a color this time, which had never happened before, and they actually sent me, I gave them 3 options, and they sent me one of the colors I chose. So I chose this pretty kind of light blue color. This book bag is the most basic of the Jansport book bags, okay? It is just a big open space. There aren't any extra pockets or anything on the inside of the book bag. And then it has a front pocket here. But the front pocket is a little bit different now. It does now have, let's see if I can show you. It has like a big pocket here and then some like pin sections right there. So it's a pretty basic book bag, and the reason that you want a basic book bag is because, like I said, you want to keep things as light as possible, okay? So this one, I put my Hufflepuff patch, Hufflepuff Pride, on the front of this book bag. And then I have like one of my little Disney tags that I got from like the very first trip that I went to Disney World on it. But super basic, okay? The reason that I carry a slightly larger bag during the cooler months is because you might need a coat, all right? So like I said, it could be low 50s in the morning when you leave the house, and then high 80s in the afternoon. So you may leave the house in the morning. I say house, you might be at a house. You might leave your apartment, your condo, no, your hotel room. That's what it's called. Okay, so you might leave your hotel first thing in the morning and it's gonna be cold outside. I like to wear a like a light fleece jacket or a hoodie or something like that. Something that's light enough to be able to fit in my bag, but will still keep me warm. Okay, so what do I carry in my bag? All right, so there's a few basics that you're gonna wanna have with you on your Disney trip. The first, of course, is your magic band. You cannot buy this one. I painted this magic band myself. It is my, I'll try to show it to you a little bit better. It is my Rapunzel themed magic band. Let me know if you'd like me to do a video on how to customize magic bands yourself. Let me know in the comment section below if you'd like me to do a video on how to customize magic bands, okay? But you want to have your magic band, which you will be wearing. So it may not be in your bag, but depending on the person, you may want to put it in your bag and then put it on when you get to the park. I just put it on before I leave the hotel room. It's easier, but you definitely want to have your magic band with you. Okay, so my second most important tip after making sure you have your magic band when you leave your hotel room is to make sure you have ponchos, okay? Ponchos are very, 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 I can't say enough varies how important ponchos are, okay? I always like to carry 2 per person. But these are very useful. They don't cost very much, although I will say don't buy the Dollar Tree ones. I don't feel like they're good quality and they don't cover your whole body. I like the ones from Walmart, and you can also buy some inexpensively on Amazon that I found that are good ones. You just want one that has either, you want ones with longer sleeves. The ones from Dollar Tree like cut off here and basically only like covered like to my thigh. And then when I got caught in a downpour, which did actually happen during the candlelight processional one year, I literally got soaked through, and that was Christmas, and I got a cold after. But you definitely want to make sure you have ponchos on you. It is Florida. The weather is unpredictable. You could get caught in a rainstorm even if it's not in the weather report. And ponchos are just easier to carry than an umbrella or a raincoat. We actually have packable raincoats that we bought years and years and years ago. We took them with us when we went to England. They're very, very useful. But even rolled up, they take up like this much space. So that's a lot of extra space in your bag. So these take up very little space in your cinch sack, and you are prepared for a sudden rainstorm. And then when you're done, you can just toss them in the trash. If it doesn't rain, they're also useful for laying on the concrete. If it's dirty, like if you want to sit and watch a parade, or if a bench is dirty, like they're very useful. So ponchos, 2 per person, all right? Most important. Okay, so what is my third most essential item that you want to have in your Disney park bag? Okay, that would be a little wallet to keep your ID, your insurance card, and then a backup credit card. Your Magic Band is going to help you make all purchases. So if you have a card linked to your Magic Band, then you can make all purchases. You can, get in and out of your room. Like, this is your room key, your credit card, your access to the park. It is everything. So you technically don't need money when you're in the park if you have your Magic Band, and I do use my Magic Band for that purpose. But I always like to have a backup credit card just in case, okay, for emergencies, because you never know, right? Okay, so those are the 3 most essential things: ponchos, your cards, and your Magic Band. But what other things could you possibly have with you in the park? Okay, so an essential to me, but it probably depends on the person, would be to carry a small bag that has items like, I'm just gonna pull things out randomly. All right, things like, all right, this is just like a portable toothbrush. It flosses and you can brush your teeth. So if you're the kind of person that just feels nasty after a meal, or you feel like your breath might smell, you can brush your teeth. Some chapstick, hand sanitizer, very important. Some pills. There are first aid stations you can get to things like ibuprofen or whatever, or you could get some, Tums if you have stomachache or whatever. But I prefer to carry essentials like ibuprofen and that sort of thing with me. My husband gets migraines, so some migraine pills, that sort of thing, with me in my bag. Lip gloss if you choose to. It'll wear off, but maybe before you're going to be taking a cute picture with one of the Disney princesses, maybe some lotion if you have dry hands. Definitely sunscreen. Sunscreen is very, very important. You are in Orlando, the sun is hot, the sun is bright. Please take skin cancer seriously and reapply your sunscreen as often as necessary. Okay, a few other things that I like to take with me in my park bag are, depending on how I'm feeling, but some Biofreeze, because I have lower back issues, like sciatic nerve problems. And so Biofreeze is a lifesaver, especially if I've been on my feet all day and my back's starting to hurt. This really will help you get through the rest of the day. Some pack of tissues is always helpful. There's bathrooms everywhere, so you can always have access to toilet paper, but I just feel like tissues are a lifesaver sometimes. Also, a plastic bag. Why a plastic bag, do you say? Well, there are water rides at Disney. I don't really ride the water rides very often, but if I do, you want a bag to put your phone in to keep your phone safe when you're on a water ride. All right, so another thing that I prefer to take with me into the park, and I think it really helps, especially if you're going to be taking a lot of photos for social media or vlogging with your phone for any reason, definitely a cell phone backup battery, okay? Very, very important. You may want more than one. I've found that sometimes I take two if I know I'm going to be using my phone a lot for social media while I'm on my trip. So backup battery, very, very important. And last but not least is you may want to take with you some form of autograph book. This is actually, my day job is a teacher of the blind, so this is actually a tactile autograph book that I made. I'm actually going to continue with it and try to get some more tactile signatures. I know that the characters really, really loved being able to sign on this paper and then feel their signatures, so that was pretty cool. It's just special paper that when you use a special marker, usually a highlighter with it, that on this paper it puffs it up and then you can feel the signature. So I'm collecting my tactile signatures, and so I'm going to continue with that. But yeah, some form of autograph book, especially if you have kids. But you can always have them carry their own little cinch sack and have them carry their own autograph book. Okay, so those are all of the essential items that I like to carry with me into the park. What are the items that you feel like are must-haves that you have to have with you when you're in Disney World? Please share in the comment section below. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so that you're notified when I upload new videos. I'm going to put links below to some of the things that I showed you today. And don't forget to be savvy and enjoy the journey. See you next time. Bye.